we will be looking at restarting the adoption process and come back again at a later time with the first and second reading to the board. Reasons for this are we want to make sure that our process is clear and transparent. As always, with whatever curriculum that is adopted by the board, parents have the ability to review the material and choose to opt their students out of it. This would be the same for any curriculum, health curriculum that we adopt. But that being said, it's important for us to stop, take a step back and look at all of our options and see what best fits our needs and what complies with state requirements.
Our process we felt we needed to do this summer because we felt we wanted to get the books ordered and have everything by fall. Because with the sexual health curriculum, not only once the board decides to adopt it, then you have another public preview. So then once the board adopts the curriculum, you put it out there for the public to preview, and then parents make the decision whether they want to opt out to part of it or all of it or certain sections. So that in itself is kind of lengthy, so we felt this summer we needed to do the board process because we needed to order the books. Because we were told by the state the no curriculum that we have is not medically accurate. So we felt there was an urgency, but I'm certainly willing to pull back and say, let's extend the process, because after the first reading, we had 4th of July week. And even though we had some people who called, we made appointments, even though some of our directors came in off of their vacations and talked to people. There may have been people who called and didn't get a live person because the district office was closed. So that kind of made me realize maybe we need to just step back and just make sure that we have a process that provides enough input. As you saw tonight, a lot of different opinions on different sides. So I want to make sure we give that opportunity for people to provide input.
Much of it is not even scientifically proven yet. And I do have a teaching background as well. And I don't see how it's even appropriate for this community.
Over the weekend, I read and participated in the Battleground Community Facebook page discussion about the curriculum, which is sometimes a mistake. I was hugely disappointed at the words I was reading my fellow community members write. The Flash curriculum was being referred to as the trans curriculum, as it was this evening outside by a gentleman, getting people to sign as we came in about his group. On the Facebook group, there's just a lot of fear, a lot of hatred and misunderstanding surrounding this curriculum. That right there to me shows that we need more education.
I'm not comfortable with the Flash curriculum as a parent, but I'm also not comfortable with a child being bullied and marginalized in our schools. So regardless of who a person is, sex, gender, sexual orientation, disability status, our kids obviously deserve to be treated with respect. I think my primary issue with this is whether you are liberal or conservative, is the appropriateness of teaching morality in our schools. Okay, we're talking about something that is fluid in our culture and disagreeing. I'm not asking you not to teach our children about health. I'm asking you not to teach one perspective over another one. The primary facets of academia, reading, writing, arithmetic, science, and the arts. But when we're going on to gender identity being completely socially constructed, being pushed by a curriculum, I have a concern with that as a parent. And I ask you to please support me as a parent in my right and my role to teach my children morality. I don't need a state institution to do it for me. I promise that I will do it for you.
As of last month, a Gallup poll showed that 4.5% of people in the United States identify as LGBTQ. So if we take that number and apply it to the 13,500 students in the Battleground School District, that gives us 607 students that already do or someday will identify as LGBTQ. That's a pretty big number in my opinion. So I'm not sure why we would choose to marginalize the experience of these students in sex ed classes, in dating as teens, in our whole community at large, by not including them in the sex education. This is 607 kids that would otherwise hear nothing mentioned about their experience in sex education classes throughout their time in Battleground School District.
In September, when the teachers come back, we'll revisit with that curriculum adoption committee. Teachers will again look at different options, different textbooks, different different curriculums. They'll look again at what the state requires us to do. There'll be conversations with the board, probably in a couple work sessions, I imagine, give the public a chance to have some more input. However long that takes, I don't know if we'll, it may be a 6-month process. It may be, it may be not till next spring that we adopt something. So.